All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. My goodness, I know some places in the world it's probably not even Sunday anymore. As we're getting on to, we're a global thing now, which is so incredible. Yeah, so today we have Adriana. And hello, Adriana. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Yes, I was just trying not to complain about the cold because it's such a beautiful, beautiful day out. It's sunny and lovely, and well, that's better than rain and snow. So I'm just going to be happy about that.
Right.
Yes. So, yeah, why don't you start us off by telling us where in the world that you are?
I am in Texas. I'm in the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth area.
Lovely, lovely. And as we were just saying, you have some nice sunny weather, but today it's a little overcast for you.
It is. It
Well,
is. We're
maybe
looking forward to the sunshine soon, though.
yeah, for sure, right? Maybe you've given up your sunshine so I could have the sun. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. So, Adriana, how in the world did you get to be on the Women's Wellness Network? What is it that you do in the world that, goes together with wellness?
So, I am part of a company that is in the health and wellness industry. And I'm always looking to network with women. Well, looking to network with anyone, but specifically women that have the same interests and the same goals, are looking for the same information that I have or that I'm looking for as well. There's so much to learn from each other. And you just don't know everything. So, definitely connecting with women and learning about that network is what brought me to your network. So
Oh,
somehow I just landed in the right spot.
right? Perfect. Well, we're glad to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So tell us, please, what is it that you do in the world?
So I am a marketing executive with a health and wellness company. It's an online health and wellness company. We're one of the largest companies in North America, established in 1985. And, we're just trying to help others learn about so many things. It's not just a product, it's a person, your well being, your overall health. That incorporates the products and programs that you bring into your home and share with your family. I didn't know this when I was growing up. And even, as early as 10 years ago, it wasn't on my radar about uh, product safety and what it actually does to our bodies. It's only been in the last 10 years that I've learned that the national brands that we're so conditioned to use have so many chemicals and toxins in them, and they really wreak havoc on our bodies. And you don't know that. It wasn't until I started switching and removing those chemicals that I felt the difference, that I saw the difference. I've even lost 50 pounds. I contribute some of that to that. It's just a huge difference. I'm 50 years old and a time where I should be having multiple symptoms of menopause. I'm not having any issues. I feel like I'm healing myself with the products and programs that we offer. And it's just a whole package. It's just not a product, it's just not a program. It's resources and finding the right things that work for you because what might work for me might not work for you. But we have so much to offer that I feel the educational part of that is just learning that those products that we've been conditioned to use truly are not good for us. We have to consider removing some of those chemicals and toxins to clean and heal ourselves of the damage that we've done. Not intentionally, but because that's how we grew up. I grew up using my mom used Clorox, bleach, and Pine Sol, and all those things, which, I love Pine Sol. I love the smell of Pine Sol. It smells so clean to me. But now, knowing what I know, um, I see that as huge danger, huge red flag. And I'm trying to teach my children about this because they're young adults and soon to make their own choices and own purchases. So it's tough. It's tough because that's what we have, or you think that's your choice. But there are other choices. So we just have to educate and learn a little bit more. And then in the end, for a better health, for a better well-being, and also environmentally. So our products are environmentally friendly. They're made from natural ingredients. So that's that's just it. Just educating people and helping people learn about what's really out there and the overall effect it has not only on yourself, your family, your home, and then out into the environment.
Yeah, it's so true. There's so many things out there. We just, you know, as you said, your mom used that. So that's what you reach for. That's what you're used to.
Right,
Right.
right.
And our parents didn't know, they wouldn't
No,
of course done anything to harm us, but yeah,
right.
we don't know better. And that's what was available. So it's awesome that now there's an awareness and people are starting to understand that, yeah, what we put on our body or in our environment is really affecting our overall health.
Exactly.
Was there
Exactly.
something that happened to you like 10 years ago that made you decide that, wow, I need to like look at this bigger?
I think I just grew up a little bit more. You got into a different phase of your life. And then now that I'm 50, I'm looking at the effects of these products. And I want to live a longer, healthier, better life. So I don't, my parents, my dad just turned 81. And for an 81-year-old, he looks incredible. Um, my mom is in her 70s. So it's just a matter of wanting to live a better life. I am fortunate. My grandparents, they lived well into their 90s. So we have a good, you know, healthy, long life in our family. But as I look out at my friends and their parents that aren't doing so well, this is where I get concerned. I'm like, if we're 50 now and you're suffering with X, Y, and Z, how are you going to be when you get to be our parents' age? What kind of life are you going to enjoy then, not only for yourself, but with your family, your kids, your grandkids? Um, you know, it's tough. It's tough. And then I do see people who don't have family, who don't have kids, and they're older and their health is not good. So those kind of things really affect me. I feel like I'm an empath. I feel for people. I don't want to see anybody suffer. And then I'm gonna say I think about myself. I don't want to be like that. And
No.
so I will say I lost the 50 pounds. Um, when COVID hit, I kind of shut down. I didn't go to the gym. I stopped taking care of myself. I gained a lot of weight. And since then, I've had to get back on track, get my mind right, get my body back, and just feel good. It's all about feeling good, adding life to your years, and just better health. So that's what we're all about. That's the connection we like to make, um, because it's different. Everybody has their own challenge, but at the end of the day, it's the same goal. Help somebody get better, make better choices, better information. And that's all we're trying to do, is create a
Yeah.
better space.
For sure. Yes. Well, you did say, you have longevity in your family. I do also. My grandmother will be 101 this year. Crazy. I know.
Wow, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, but I also think, back in the day, when these helpful products were first starting to come out, they didn't have as much things in them as they do today, right? Like
Right,
the regular Pine Sol, maybe that, I don't want to specify any specific brand,
right,
but everything, they tweak it and they add it to make it, more effective and more cost effective for more profits in their pockets and that kind of thing. And it goes
right.
around the whole world, like everything that we touch, basically, our foods, our um, just our health products, our things
Everything.
that, yeah, things that we think we're using to help ourselves. Because supplements sometimes today are just full of garbage. They're not healthy.
Right. Right. And that's what we look at. We look at the whole package. We talk about supplements. We have supplements. We talk about cleaning products. We talk about skincare. Um, just about anything that you use in your daily life, daily essentials is what we consider them, is what we're trying to focus on, is what our store offers. Uh, Obviously, we don't offer the grocery store, the food part of it. We do offer some food products, um, but we go back to the educational part of that. Shop on the outer aisles of your grocery store, stay away from the processed foods. Just really be aware of what you eat as well, because so many of these boxed items now have bioengineered on the back if you read the labels. That's another thing. I never read labels before. Not that I'm fully immersed in label reading, but I am more aware, and I do look at uh, what it says on a box nowadays, as where before 10 years ago, I probably never did. So those are just the little things that we try to talk about, because not everybody is aware until somebody tells you. You don't know unless you know, and or unless somebody tells you. So that's it. Just trying to
Yeah.
make the awareness and share the information with others.
Well, it's important. I believe it's important because, as you say, a lot of people just don't know and they haven't been, educated. They haven't even had maybe there's not been a thing in their life that says, hey, hello, you should be checking this out, right? They
Right.
don't, they just keep going. And then next thing you know, they've got some kind of disease or some kind of illness or some rash or, something that's, um,
Something.
yeah, that makes you go, wait a second, what am I doing? And where do I go to find out? And, going to the regular doctor, of course, is our go-to, has been our go-to. But
Right.
but yeah, now learning about our own beings, our own how we function. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, and
Exactly. Because
noticing.
our body is so it's just so amazing what our body can actually do. So I'm not saying that I don't go to the doctor, that I don't believe in medicine, because I absolutely do.
Yeah,
But when you make yourself aware of your body and you do the right things, or you try to do the right things, your body has the ability to heal itself. It has the ability to do so much instead of turning to, monthly or daily prescriptions. There are so many cases where you can reverse that and don't have to be on medication. Um, at one time, way back when, I did have high cholesterol. I opted to never take medication. I reversed that, and I've never taken medication for that. So, though there are conditions that we are capable of reversing and making better instead of having a lifelong sentence to prescription drugs. Now, of course, there are times where you have to, there's not another option. But I truly believe in the health and wellness of our bodies and the ability that it has to heal itself and reverse certain conditions. So I'm just very uh, in a sense, like it's a spiritual. You've got to heal yourself, and you've got to do it from the inside so it'll come out. So just those little small things, all those small things add up eventually, for the better, I believe. And so it's just a choice. You have a choice. You can either choose to do it or choose not to do it, but then in the long run, how is the picture going to look? And that's what I always think about. How is my picture going to look of me? Not only this, but inside, health wise, mentally, physically. It's a whole dynamic of things that come together that make you. Are you well? Are you healthy? those are the things that we're talking about. So it's just a whole picture. It's not just one thing, but it's to consider everything.
Right. And make it a lifestyle. Make it something that you just
That
do.
that's it. You said it. You said it right there. A lifestyle. And maybe 10 years ago I wasn't ready for that. And maybe somebody isn't ready for that. But it's until you're ready. I made a decision. I'm ready for this. I want to change. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to feel like that. I want to have energy. I want to get up and go again because I've always been active. And it's just like all of a sudden something happened. It's, that magic time of a person's life. I'm going to say a woman's life because we have so many changes going on. And I think that was it. I think I was at the point where my body was starting to change, no longer young. Um, and so it just started to, it's like I always say at 40, just prepare yourself because at 40, your arm falls off, jokingly, or your leg falls off, your back starts to hurt. So all those things started to happen. And I'm just like, I don't want to be like that. That's, I know that I can have a better life. So it's a choice and it's a lifestyle. Just like you said, it's a lifestyle. And that's what it's become for me. Not that I don't eat a piece of cake, not that I don't have a chip, it's just I'm not going to have that all the time because I know I've already put it in my head that I know that number one, that's not good for me. And I know that the long term effects are not the picture that I'm wanting. I don't want that long term negative effect on my body and life. So it's a lifestyle, just like you said.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm just thinking as you're speaking, it's like, what's the best time to plant a tree 20 years ago? So it's the same thing, right, for us that, we're start taking care of ourselves right now. In 20 years, we can have a still a really good quality because
Right.
we're taking care, putting those roots in.
Right. And that's what it's all about is quality. I mean, I may live to be 100, but what condition will I be in? And that's the scary part as I'm looking out into our communities and seeing, what condition people are in and, you know, how did we get there and why didn't we do something? What made you not want to do something about that when there's so much available to make those changes? So, and it's hard, it's not easy because once you get to a certain point, it's hard, but it's not impossible. So that's the key thing. It's not impossible. It can be done. It does take effort and consistency. And again, like you said, it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, having consistency sometimes is difficult, especially in a world full of temptations and ease and right, we're like
It
so
is.
busy and everybody's like pulling stuff off the shelves or running to the drive-through or picking up takeout or in the food world. But the
Right.
same thing goes for everything else. If we're not taking those minutes for ourselves and having that discipline, then it's so easy to get off track. And
It
as you
is.
said, when we were going through the pandemic time and kind of just and that's so easy to get into that space.
Right. Right. Again, everything is I use the word conditioned a lot nowadays because it really is. If you look at it, we've been conditioned to do fast food. We've been conditioned for processed foods, and now we're hooked.
Yep.
You're hooked. So, and it's in everything. We've been conditioned to use XYZ cleaners. We've been conditioned for this or that. And it's all a matter of the thought process, too. At some point, that's a lifestyle change. You've got to change the way you think about things and a mindset, really. It's a mindset. Learning, you want to gather the information. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. And that's the beauty of our world. There's so much to learn. But again, it's a lifestyle. Do you want to learn? Do you want to know more? Do you want to connect with people? Because that's my hope is that I connect with people and that they share valuable information with me, so that I'm on this path of continued education and learning and growing and meeting new people, because that's what it's all about. And that's what we're all about, is, connecting with our communities, connecting with people, and enhancing their lives, by helping each other reach goals. And so if we're helping each other, instead of wanting to hold somebody back, we're in a better space.
Yes, lead by example. And yeah, that's all we can really do, right? Is just
Right.
show our best selves and show up um, in the world in the way we would like others to, maybe try also, because they see
Right.
us and go, oh yeah, she looks so healthy. Oh my goodness, what is she doing? I need to know. Right? Like
Right.
ultimately we want to, especially as
Yeah.
women, we want to know. We're always trying to like forge a better way. And especially if we're parents, we have children, we want to be able to pass on that information and help them grow their own community in the best way possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. I mean, I'm just thinking about, not just myself, like you said, my kids. What's the future? It starts with you, and then you branch out. My kids, my home, my community, and then networks and groups and things like that. So it's awesome. I think it's good. It's a good thing,
I
for
totally agree
sure.
with you. I think it's awesome too. So thank you very much for sharing. If people would like to connect with you or find out more about what you do, or how maybe you could, direct them, where can they find you?
Absolutely. So I'm on Facebook. They can find me. My name is Adriana Juarez, Juarez. And then also, I guess, I don't know, is it okay if I give my website?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay. So it's www.mymelaleuca.com/Adriana Rogers. And there's a difference in last name, because when I created my Facebook account, I used my maiden name. And so now, the Rogers, of course, is the married name. So I never did the switch, but either way, it's still me. So,
Okay, awesome. Well, we'll get you to put that information in the comments of the recording so that
okay.
people can find you and get the name correct.
Right.
Excuse me. This is why I never try and pronounce people's last names or give their last names. I like the people to do it because, well, like this, right? There's two different options.
Right.
I don't want to mess anything up, and I want people to be able to connect with you with ease instead of having to go searching. So.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. So thank you very much for coming. And Women's Wellness Network, if you would like to connect with Adriana, the information will be in the comments, and I'm sure she would love to speak with you. So
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely, right? So everybody have a wonderful day. I think I might be on again a little bit later, but until then, be well. And thank you again, Adriana, so much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.